Hi guys, Siana Meja, I'm back again with another video, and today I'm going to tell you how one business idea has saved my life, my time, my resources, and above all, my mental health. So, a bit of a backstory. My name is Siana. I'm from Nakuru, Kenya, and I grew up in a very entrepreneurial family. We had the best of the best. My folks are business people from long time ago, and they've done well for themselves. Now for me, I had the entrepreneur itch, and a part of me wanted to become a journalist, and then I was like, I want to be a lawyer, and then things didn't work out, and then I was like, I really like business. I grew up in it, and why not start a business? So my first business was called Blue Advertising, the pun intended. So the business was picking brochures from companies and distributing them in Nairobi, and we used to pay 3k for a license in order to do that. So I Pizza Inn was my first customer, and I remember they paid me, I think, 40k, and I was so excited. But I that time Ngara market was coming up for clothes. Nikaenda hapo nikanunua nguo, I think za 10k, za 50 bob, 30 bob. All the trash they had there, not even good clothes, and I didn't know because I was so excited by the ability to buy so many clothes and just have a lot of items to try on. So I did that, and I spent that money in savings, in doing all those things. I bought shares. Back then there was something about me wanting to gather wealth so fast and so quick that I was like, what is the next best deal? What is the next best deal? How can I become a millionaire at a certain age? How can I gather? To the point where I went to West Africa. I was in Gabon, I was in Uganda, and all that. And then I became a mom. And then everything just changed overnight. The moment I saw my son, I realized that I wanted to build something that I could hand over to him, and something that I could actually explain how I got there. Because when you do hustles, ni God too. See ati kuna structure. You don't have a structure that you can say ati, oh, I did this and then I gathered this communication and then boom. There's no structure. It's just trial and error. So I started trying to find what is my papa's business. So I went into writing, wrote for a while. I was like, okay, I love writing. I love conceptualizing things and putting things in on paper, but once it's out of my hand, I have no control over it. It's not impactful. Unless somebody reads it, it doesn't really ring well. I was like, okay, let me try construction. So I did construction work. I was a supervisor, and I loved the way people would dig spaces and then structures would come up. I remember we did a greenhouse in Kisumu for a friend of mine, and it was so interesting to see a flat land turn into something where they could fruits, things could grow out of there. It was so fascinating for me. So over the years, I've done so many things. I've worked with Zane. I've done some work with Safcom. I've tried even being a model. I've done surveys for companies. I've done so many things. I sat down early in the year and I wrote down all the things that I've done to gain money. And it's almost over 42 indulges. I I even had a shop in the Amapiano, Kenya. I used to sell bottles and hats and whistles, and all these experiences have filled my soul so much. All the people who've given me opportunities and all the spaces that I have been led to go and gather my bread and bacon, I am so grateful to all of you. And the one thing that I realized is I was a confused entrepreneur. Now, let me explain what a confused entrepreneur is. It's a kind of entrepreneur who their goal is to make a sale, their goal is to gather, their goal is not service, their goal is not impacting. It's naweza pata do ngapi, kama ni saa ndauza ngapi, kama ni smoky ndauzia wase wangapi. You don't care ni poa ni mbaya, we lazima uuze, hakuna kupoteza hapa. Opportunity ndo do. So I realized that I was most of the time looking for the money and not for the service. And I went to see we call them wealth coaches, and I had a conversation with him, and he asked me, what is the impact that you are trying to bring with your businesses? Well, the only thing I was trying to impact was my family with resources, but as far as people out there, I was not really interested in what you are. Today I'll sell you an umbrella, tomorrow I'll come sell you a sun hat, kesho kutwa I'll sell you sunscreen. It was how much can I get you? Then that conversation sparked. Then now writing down what businesses I've done and which one was most impactful. And I realized of all the businesses that I have done, there was one thing that was consistent with me. If we were at an event, I was the person who was always cleaning up after people. If we had if we had an event, I was the one who was organizing. Like if your microphone is not working, I'll be the one who run up and down. It's not my duty, but I really enjoy service. And the way I enjoy service is it's service that edifies, like improves an event, improves a situation, service that actually makes a change. And we sat down and we had very long conversations, day in, day out, and he gave me homework to research. And I found out that if there's something that brings me a lot of joy in this life, it is improving a space, either by organizing. My friends say I have OCD. I don't agree. I just like to see things in order and color. Or maybe I do have OCD. Who knows? I'll get diagnosed when I'm older. I don't want the pressure right now. But I there was one thing that was consistent with me is I am always a person who cleans up after people. And I even had a friend tell me that, you know what, Siana, if you were to start something in the industry of care and concern, you'd really make it. And I was like, "Ah, but I really don't want to put myself out there as the cleaning lady." Or so I thought. So, why am I making this video? I'm making this video because there are people out there who you have tried so many things. Your family think you're a fool. They don't understand how you even survive. They know you have good things, you have a good space in your house. If it's clothes, maybe you wear nice clothes, you get to go on holidays, but people think you are not smart because of doing all those things. But sometimes if you have a mind that runs like turbines and it wants to explore, you need to explore those things in order for them zikutoke, like zikutoke kabisa, because kama saizi there's no big business. I know a lot of chums, machum, mashimo shimo uko Nairobi. If you need watches, I am resourceful because of those businesses that I did. Kamukunji, if you want me to take you for shopping, I will take you. There's some few friends I usually take. Even Gikosh kutaka na Toy Market uko ndani kabisa. Places za kupata mpaka samaki zinaitwa Obiu. Call your sister up. But at the end of the day, you have to find one thing which you can indulge all your energies on. And for me, the thing that has saved me so far is realizing that my strengths are mostly in creating synergy and edifying spaces. So, my business, anyone, is I am running a cleaning business. And this cleaning business offers cleaning services as well as decluttering services as well as organizing services. And it is on its is it the third? This is the third week. And what I'm learning as I'm building this business is that I can have so many experiences under one umbrella because the business is a cleaning business. But remember, it has all these arms of decluttering. So I can get to go. The thing that itches me about new experiences, new homes and new experiences. Every home we are cleaning, every home we are defining, it's a new space. So it scratches that itch of change and environment. And people are different. I want to meet different people, but I don't want to do sales. I don't want to sell to people. I want to serve them. So it also caters to that itch of like service. And I never in my years thought that I would be cleaning spaces. I used to do it for free and think people would be like, "Oh, you really did a good job," and I think, okay, you guys are just saying that. But over time, when I visit people, I'm like, "Oh, okay, then I am extremely clean," and this is something that I am going to enjoy running as a business, and it's going to be a journey. I know, but I love the way I feel about this. And when people used to tell me, one business will make you a bit more focused, I used to be like, what are these people saying? They don't know all the opportunities are out there. But it's finally making sense that the fulfillment of the business is not in the, it's not in the, how do I say this? It's not in the what you get, it's in the what you give, who you get to become as you build in this business, what you get to find out about yourself as you build in this business, all the people you're meeting, all the smiles you've seen, there's like a form of fulfillment. So this is my journey. I thought I'd share it with someone who maybe you're struggling, maybe you are the black sheep of the family where you are not really doing one thing. People, your mother doesn't know how to introduce you. They don't know now. Nitaambia watu last month niliwaambia mtoto yangu my mom, I'm sorry you had to deal with this. My daughter is doing this, and then now all of a sudden amebadilisha sasa. Hey, let me use Kikuyu. Adoa rugumera atia. What is my daughter exactly doing? So find yourself, but don't wreck yourself. And even if you do all these businesses, make sure that you're taking care of yourself mentally. And if you realize you're so impulsive, go to therapy. There's no shame in the game. Just go to therapy. I've been in therapy for a couple of years, and it's not embarrassing to have someone who has the tools to give you in order for you to be able to help yourself. I'm not where I used to be. I used to be a nervous wreck. I went through the depression of shutting down the curtains and locking yourself indoors and not wanting to interact with anyone, to the point whereby I just die. And I am here now, starting a new phase of my life. I'm looking at my retirement. What am I going to do? What can I pass on to my kids? Can I pass on to my spouse or something? How can I even retire my spouse? So you see, so don't be afraid or ashamed to be in the game the way you are. It's the end is what matters. It's not where you are. Where you are is a process. And don't disqualify yourself before you're out of this life. And if I go on this journey 5 years down the line, I realize that I want to manufacture cleaning products instead of homes, and I want products that are organic, that they're green, that they add value, I will change to that and I will be comfortable with it, because you know what? It's not about, it's who you get to become. Because the person I've become, I have so many experiences, I have so many contacts, I know so many things from these experiences, and I'm not ashamed about it. So don't be ashamed about your journey. It might not make sense to everyone else, but as long as it makes sense to you and you're able to create a balance in your life, then go ahead, go ahead. You never know. You never know. You might be the next millionaire who is doing crochet in their house, and people think unashona do, you know. So go ahead, go after your dreams. And as usual, if you want to donate to the channel, because we're building structures, creating a recording space whereby I'll be able even to do tutoring classes and have one-on-one and help advise people, go ahead. If you have a business idea and you're like, okay, I don't know where to start, I just need someone to talk to, I'll leave my details down below. We can have a chit chat. I might not have like all the answers, but what I know, what I've experienced in the 43 plus businesses, I'm willing to share with you. There's no gatekeeping. We're here to make as much as we can, spend as good quality time as the people we are with, and who knows, maybe you might be the next millionaire, and I want to be a part of your journey. So that's my story, Siana Meja. I hope you subscribe. In the description below, there'll be some more details, and I wish you well. And at Siana Industries, which is my business, we just want to make you wholesome. We want to inspire you to be as wholesome as you can be. So see you in the next video. Bye for now.